Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain. I want to talk to you about some visits we've been doing this spring. I've had the chance to visit a bunch of different cities: Phoenix, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Dallas, Fort Worth, just got back from Philadelphia, doing what we call C-suite visits, but also working with local boards, getting to know the leaders there, getting to pursue their issues. A lot of things to come out of that. Number one, people love the things that we're doing. They like the recognition that comes from the Toby Awards. They like the recognition that comes from BOMA 360, and you see buildings being certified all over. There's a great class that came out of Philadelphia when I was there. They're benchmarking. It's the ER time of year. You see it on the website. If you haven't gotten your data in, we need that. The ability to performance benchmark, very important. People are using that all over the country. There's nothing like the ER database. But the message that comes through loud and clear when you meet with the senior folks, the asset managers, the owners, some developers out there, is that what they want us to do is to continue to explore what's coming down the pike. You look at the existing building stock, 25 to 30 years old, some of it's becoming obsolete. So how do you repurpose that space? Can you do it as office? In many markets, some of those old office buildings are becoming hotels. In other markets, you see an awful lot of mixed-use development happening. Office, residential, retail, some hotels in the upper stories, but the property type is changing a lot. Well, of course, the management skills to manage that are changing as well. So we need to figure out ways to get that kind of education out into the marketplace. We don't concentrate on office as much as we used to. We do industrial, we do medical as well. But a lot of folks are wrestling with mixed use, common area charges. How do you manage those kinds of properties? Well, those are the kinds of skill sets that we're going to be developing. So as we look out to the future, what are the needs of your teams? That's something that we really need to push. People are trying to figure out technology as well. It continues to advance. Obviously, we've got a mobile workforce. Well, those tenants that are coming into that space are high performance. They need to leverage up technology as well. So that kind of complexity, the kinds of systems that are going into the buildings are changing a lot. It's not enough for the managers or the engineers to know what technology is in the building. They really need to understand how it operates. What are the new systems coming out? What are the new products and services that are out there? So a bigger focus on technology. When you look at preparedness, safety, security, lots of different issues out there. There have been some events in terms of health. You know, we have links to CDC, and we were talking about the Ebola scare that was out there. But BOMA's got a T3 line into the Department of Homeland Security with our real estate ISAC. People appreciate the fact that we have an early warning system. Local associations tie into that. Many of them have their own committees as well. But the preparedness is an important part of that mix as well. And then, of course, our advocacy on the federal level, the taxes, energy bill, the building codes work. People love that. But what they also love is what the locals are doing on the state level, fighting battles on taxes, fighting battles on building valuations, utility rates, all the rest. BOMA can organize like nobody else, and the BOMA International would come over the top. So they want us to be the out front advocate. They want us to be that learning laboratory that's out there. And we created a value proposition a couple of years ago working with the BAEs, and I just wanted to instill that again because I think it really encapsulates what we do. But we talked about ourselves being the premier business network, concentrating on improving members' building assets through those policy discussions, training both today's and tomorrow's workforces to be successful, providing the performance benchmarking, best practices tools, so people can be successful and drive value and net operating income and increase the asset values of their properties. I've had the pleasure of being at BOMA for 30 years. What we've always been good at is advancing, exploring, looking for the opportunities. It's something we all need to do, but you only do that by being involved. So get involved with your locals. They're terrific on those state issues, and get involved in national. But we are the learning laboratory for this industry. And as we go out and do those visits, people are counting on us to continue that at an A level. Thanks very much.